I'll tell you, the thing about Habitat is every time we come together like this, this really is part of a miracle. It's part of a miracle in a number of ways. The first is, who would have thought this vision of donated materials and sponsors and community volunteers and sweat equity from our future homeowners would all come together, and you could really not just do an occasional house, but do major projects, major number of houses. I think it's extraordinary that this happens time and time again. The numbers have changed vastly since I was executive director in Portland Habitat back in the early 90s. There are now 1,700 affiliates here in the United States, 1,700 communities with chapters like this. There are more than 500 affiliates around the rest of the world. More than 1.5 million folks are now housed in Habitat homes. And it isn't just housing, it's home ownership, which is something quite different. So many families that I had the experience of getting to know in my time at Habitat, so many families had lived in basements, they'd lived in spare rooms, they'd lived in cars, they'd lived in vans. They'd had a lot of instability in their life, and for the children that was an extraordinary imposition and difficulty. And when they became homeowners, the level of pride and stability just grew enormously. There is an expression that Millard Fuller used that when he founded Habitat, he talked about the theology of the hammer. And that is, we can disagree on virtually anything. We can be fierce Republicans and fierce Democrats. We can have different philosophical views of the world, different religious views. But we can all agree to come together, to pick up a hammer, and help, in partnership with the family, help them build a future.